Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a trivet. I found this cutting board at the Goodwill. The Goodwill has all kind of this kind of stuff, wood and different things that come from Malaysia or wherever. I don't even know what this is. I have no idea what kind of wood this is, but it's nice. And I will make a trivet out of it. But first, I've got to cut this in half, this direction. It's gonna be tough to do. All right, let's get to it. Thanks for coming to my channel. Like and subscribe. Cutting boards like this in half lengthways is very hard. There's not very many tools that do that. So it's like an inch thick, so I just really wanted a ½ inch thick, which means it's gonna be more like 3/8. What I've done is I've cut this width twice as wide as this blade goes tall. So I'm just gonna run this over here. Something blocking this. I'm gonna run this over to a ½ inch. And now I'm going to run this through this direction. I don't like doing this. This is kind of dangerous work. And as you can see, I didn't get it perfectly centered, but I don't really care too much. Six and 5/8. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty close. In other words, there's no great big ridge right here. It's a tiny ridge. So now I have two, if I want to make two. That one isn't very flat. This one is. This one is not very flat. This one is. Okay. I think I might have to round this corner because this one's round. So I'm just going to do that on the bandsaw. You don't need to see that. That's boring. Okay. I got all my corners rounded. They're probably not perfect, but I am also not perfect. All right. So maybe this should be called the stencil channel because as you know, everything I do is sort of a stencil. I don't exclusively work with stencils. I just know that it's one of the better ways to do things. So now I've got my measurement for my block. I think I'm going to put a maple leaf in here. I have to remember what a maple leaf looks like. I want to do a border. Shouldn't I be using a ruler on this? Probably so. Let's see here. Don't have my glasses on. Just kind of stabbing in the dark here with squinting. And then let's see here. The maple leaf goes a little like that. But it didn't work, did it? I'm going to be using a router, so I want this, I want that circle to be big enough to where I can fit the router in it. Actually, this needs to come all the way to the edge. I have to be able to hook up to the edge. Got some dust in my throat. Blah. Need to get better PP&E. I don't know. That doesn't look right. I have a maple leaf here somewhere. So this is what a maple leaf looks like. This is more of a oak leaf. So I'm going to redo that. Evidently, I just can't just pick something and draw it. You know, my artistic skills only go so far, is what I'm trying to say. That doesn't even look right. All right. How's that look? I guess it looks okay. Now I need to draw that center line in. And then this goes like that. Gotta draw all those lines in. Better. This is an actual, this is a copy of an actual leaf. Came off my tree right out here. This one is sort of a fantasy leaf. It doesn't actually exist. Okay, so now we have our outline here. Got the trivet. What do you think? I think it'll look good. This side is already finished, so I think I'm gonna do this side. Put some 3M on here. Oh, this stuff's great. 3M 77. Go. May have put too much on here. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, now let's get the router. See if we can get that going. Well, that was an hour of messing around. That ring right there with the set screw in it, it broke when I was taking a bit out. So I had to make a new one. Luckily, I had this. I don't know what that's for. But I had to drill it out, make it 5/8. 5/8 is a big size. It's not a normal drill bit that everybody has. I happen to have one. I don't know if you can see, but I made these flat spots on the sides. Those flat spots are for so that I can remove this bit again. Without that, the thing is just stuck in there. The bit will be just stuck, which it was. It was hard to remove. So anyway, I've got that all figured out. Now, I've got the bit that I want, a 3/8 plunge bit, and I'm gonna router out all this material that I don't want. All this for art. It's worth it. I may have put this a little too deep. Goes about halfway through the wood. I didn't need to go that deep, but it'll be fine. So now I'm going to take that. I'm going to draw all these lines with that. And I really should be doing some other lines, like ones that go in between here. Probably will. All right, so I've got my piece of wood in, and I've got my vise set up. Solid now. I hope it's solid. Yeah, that wood's kind of hard. Anyway, that's what I've got to do. Just go around here and clean this all up. Then I'll be taking this and I'll be going like that in here to make these leaves look more leafy. That doesn't come out very nice. I'll probably take a Dremel and do the inside of these leaves. This wood is way softer than I was led to believe. And it is very, it likes to split. And so it's going to be easy to sand, but it's, this part down in here is not. Actually, my plan was to take a chisel and leave chisel marks in here. But I think that it's so soft that is not going to work. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a round point chisel. And you make scoop marks. I don't know if I can do that with this. We'll have to figure something out. Okay, so this is the plan. I'm going to take this and make my scoop marks with it. It's kind of really small scoop mark. Actually, those are a little deeper than I had hoped, but I think this is gonna work out. It's kind of interesting. I've done it before with a chisel, and it looks really great because it's very slight. I might be going a little deep with my divot marks. It looks more like a golf ball. Okay, guys, see all this mess here? That's all from being split. It's like splits out every time I touch it. This side isn't so bad, but this white wood is super soft. Anywhere where it's white like that, super soft. So, I don't know how I'm gonna make that perfect. I could set up a jig with a router, like a router table. Turn it over. Bzzz. That would make my border less. The dimpling came out kind of cool. I'm kind of digging that. And it's smooth. Leaf came out pretty good. There's some spots that I'm not super like stoked about, but still came out pretty good. These black spots have got to go. I'll sand all those black spots out of there. But this border, I got to do something with it because it's not perfect. I mean, not that I'm making everything perfect these days. I'll figure something out. So I decided to make a jig. And as you can see, there's a fence. And then there's a top and a bottom. So right now I'm unscrewing the bottom because the fence is not exactly where I want it. So these two boards, the top and bottom, are too close to the fence. So I'm gonna move the fence probably almost an 1/8 or a 1/16, and then I'll be able to continue. By the way, if you've never used one of these router tables, they are awesome. Mine is in my workbench, and I use it all the time, far more than I would just if I had a router that I would have to mess with all the time. This, I always keep a bit in it. I always keep an 1/8 inch round bit in it so that I can put an edge on lots of things. I use it all the time. Also, if you don't have a bench that you can screw things to, like I'm doing here, like it is essential to have a bench that you can actually screw things to. Most guys will build a bench I see on YouTube or wherever. They've got this perfectly, like, I don't know, it's like the dining room table in there. Well, it looks like I forgot to push the record button, and I've already routered the border. Doesn't it look good though? I mean, it did come out almost perfect. So now I'm gonna sand those rough edges. Bits again. I really do enjoy carving. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call this the It. I need to finish it somehow. This 220. I think that's just oil on there. Probably linseed oil or something like that. I don't have any of that. Huh. Okay, well, I'll have to do something different. Okay, guys, I've got some oil. Too much oil. All right, guys, thanks for watching the trivet. Thought I'd also show you this awesome roadie behind me. Out here in Washington, they are huge. And it's out here next to the pond. Pond's looking pretty sexy at this time of year. Anyway, I like doing these kind of things. Carving is fun. And thanks for watching. And I will see you next week.